Hello, family. Hello, brothers and sisters. We are hoping that you're perfectly well. You will. As we are having just a minute. We are having, a lot of things that are happening in Africa. You might have been online, on social media, and you are seeing Jamaica, our brothers and sisters. Jamaica is part of Kenya. Like we say, it's like a county of Kenya, and they know the people of Jamaica. If you're from Jamaica, you know that you are Kenyan. So we feel very scared for what is happening in Jamaica. We have seen the videos. There's a hurricane, and they're saying it's a big one, like it's never been seen like that before. But we are hoping that you are doing well and you are staying safe, and we pray to the Most High that nothing bad comes onto you, because this is his thing. This is Mother Nature. It's not something that, although there's some allegation somewhere that these people can even control it and bring these things. But we are hoping that our brothers and sisters in Jamaica will stay strong. Another bad, crazy thing happening is in Sudan, and people are crying for. Our hearts ache for Sudan, because Sudan is that country that's been at war with its military, which is leading the country, and the paramilitary, which is trying to take over the country. And you wonder, are you taking the country to kill people? Are you taking over the country so that you can be, murderers? Or you are taking the country so that you can serve the people? You wonder. But all in all, we have seen a lot of pain online. We have seen they've taken a city called El Fasha, El what? Al Fasha in Sudan.
Al-Fashir.
Yeah, whatever. And these guys are so brutal that they even went to a hospital called Saudi Hospital, executing survivors point blank. Like, it's like you don't even do that to animals, right? Even when you're hunting one for food. You don't do that. Come on. And you call yourself a Muslim, and we know what Muslim brotherhood and teachings are, but you are there doing all that. I mean, it's crazy. And the worst thing is they are using children. So it's children who have been raised thinking they are human beings, and the rest of the people are animals, and they can do whatever they want to finish them. So it's crazy, and it's sad. It's sad. And we saw even the chairperson of the African Union Commission, Mahmoud Al Yusuf, that guy from Djibouti, expressing his deep concern over the escalating violence and reported atrocities in El Fasher by the rapid support forces, because they've taken over after quite a period of, you know, rounding it up and fighting the Sudanese military. And they finally took it. We would be seeing pictures of emaciated children, starving children, because they have nothing to eat. This is the area of Darfur which has experienced a lot of genocide since the time of al-Bashir, Mohammed al-Bashir, who started this paramilitary force to control the area of Darfur. It's very rich in minerals and oil, and he started this thing called Janjaweed. Janjaweed is a paramilitary force which was like a force, and when you talk about Darfur genocide, this is it. Then they joined the government when al-Bashir was taken out, but now they are fighting against the army. But the problem is there have been allegations that the UAE is involved, and the UAE being involved, there's that there are those reports that you find guns from Britain, guns from Canada that have gone through the UAE. So you see the UN talking about it. The AU doesn't talk about it. Of course, the AU is a branch of EU in Africa, funded by the EU to serve EU. So we're not expecting a lot. Even when we are seeing this guy Mahmoud Ali Yusuf talking about it, condemning the atrocities in El Fasher. These guys don't do nothing, because if they were doing something, they would. The African Union of some years ago, I used to see them rounding up, like you see, we have AMISOM, like a military in Somalia, though it's been accused of a lot of things, like it's not doing anything but making money and being used to make money. We would see AU military going to Somalia, but have you seen AU military going to Sudan? I mean, these guys have been quiet until El Fasher happened, and it's crazy.
I wanted to ask the same question. Like, what is the role of the EU? Is it condemning, or is it going to the ground and dealing with situations as and when they happen? What you normally see for SADC is that they will wait for something to go on. For example, if there's an uprising against the president, they'll wait until hundreds are killed, people have suffered, and then they come in to say,
like we saw ECOWAS doing for Niger.
that's it. I think that's the role of these organizations, honestly, because how do you wait for all these things to happen and then you say we condemn? Way after they have happened and people have died. I mean, you can't run to the ground and say, no, 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 stop this. Whatever needs to be done, let us do it. Whoever needs to sit down and talk to the other person, let us do this. Be the mediator. Because what is the use of condemning? People are still dying.
So the AU spokesman having like fun, taking pictures with, I think, some women from either Somalia or Djibouti, posting. This guy is posting, leaving Luanda, Angola, I don't know, going where, and he's saying, Avoir Luanda, beautiful Luanda. I don't know. I mean, this guy is enjoying life. He is the AU spokesman. And the best thing you can do is post on Twitter how you're enjoying life. People are being killed in El Fasher. Those criminals are murdering people, and you are doing
And
nothing.
I bet he spoke because probably there was pressure from the public and they're asking, where is the EU? What is the EU doing? And he just came in to condemn. Nothing else. No other responsibility taken.
And by the way, there are a lot of comments below there. Let me share it. There are a lot of comments below the let me the post here. Yeah, and this is the whatever he sent his whatever this letter whatever, and he reaffirms the African Union solidarity with the people of Sudan and its
in his
unwavering
office
support for
somewhere
their
in
aspirations for peace, unity, and democracy. You see, when you see this word at the end, that is pure BS. He stresses that there cannot be military solution to Sudan crisis and urges. No, wait. He called for an immediate cessation of hostilities and the opening of humanitarian corridors to allow life-saving aid to reach affected populations. He stresses that there cannot be military solution to Sudan crisis and urges all actors to engage in dialogue and commit to a peaceful, inclusive political process. As in, there cannot be military.
They can't send the military to.
Exactly. This whole thing is, he condemns the strongest terms. I mean, the best he can do is what we are doing right now.
Yeah.
We are condemning. We are condemning. He is powerless. The only difference between we African bars and the AU is that they have money. And maybe they are being controlled by someone else.
They have the power to take action. Some of us can only talk about these issues and condemn.
They don't. I think AU is too powerless. And they're saying if the AU really feels concerned about the death and sufferings of the Sudanese people, its chairman must demand the speedy withdrawal of the forces such shabby and deeply left from Sudan and force them to stop fighting. I don't know what this guy is saying. But a lot of people are condemning the AU because these guys don't do nothing. They only keep talking, 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 talking. So, yeah, that is what is happening in Sudan, and what we can ask you guys wherever you are, don't stop. Don't keep quiet. Don't keep quiet. Please keep talking about Sudan. The people of Sudan needs you. We have seen a humanitarian crisis like we've never seen before. We have seen videos and pictures of these people
just the same as what we have
yeah.
always been seeing in Congo.
Yeah,
and it's been going on for
I think
years.
this is worse. This is
Congo,
worse.
do you think when the Congolese one started, it was in worse than this?
Yeah, it was, but
It's even worse right now. Congo it's just that people got used to it. Like it's normal for kids to be killed, and it's normal in Congo. But when it happens to a new country now, that's when we think this is a totally new scenario. But Congo has been facing this thing for years.
Yeah, and the problem with Congo is both countries is about minerals, and when speaking openly,
and bad leadership.
Yeah, speaking openly. No, for Sudan, we cannot say it's bad leadership. It's military fighting military, and the problem is one military is being funded by a nation that wants gold from it.
But don't you think if the leader was a good leader, he couldn't stop whatever is happening?
Which leader?
The president.
Do they have a president?
Yeah. They do. Whoever is in charge of Sudan, it's not just a country
Sudan
that
is very complicated because they had a president, Omar al-Bashir.
Yeah.
He was convicted for crimes against humanity. People went to the
They
streets.
have the military. The military has
Yes,
a
they
leader.
went to
There's
the
somebody.
streets.
Yeah.
They went to the streets and fought. They lost a lot of young people, like we are seeing today in Tanzania, the other day in Madagascar, yesterday in Cameroon, in Cote d'Ivoire. Like the young people are tired of BS leaders. We saw it in Nepal. We are seeing it everywhere in the world, and this is what happened. And Sudanese people are like, you know what? Out to go al-Bashir. But the problem is the military took over. Like we are seeing,
the military is also led by a leader.
Yeah, so when the military took over, it's the military and the paramilitary. They came together, they signed whatever they signed, they agreed. But remember, this paramilitary is the one that was committing genocide in Darfur. So what do we have here? We have the worst person joining there.
And I'm still saying it's bad leadership because all of these groups have leaders.
So my question is,
and they're enhancing the killing, the continued violence.
Let me ask you, if you are the president, because they have Burhan, or what is we call like the military leader of Sudan, the army guy, what would you do?
You stop it.
How do you stop it?
Whichever way.
Which way?
How would you be a leader on the top and you fail to get a solution to stop? How did Traore get into power and forced out France and forced out every nonsensical organization and NGO in his country?
So
you're not a leader if you cannot take action and decisions for and on behalf of your people. So, difficult and tough decisions.
So which decision would you make if you were?
I would take whichever decision to stop the violence.
There's nothing you can do.
No.
Because
then we should.
I think you don't understand what is happening. We have two militaries. Okay, it's like having when we talk about Ibrahim Traore, he's fighting terrorists, and it's been difficult. Okay, he's getting weapons from.
It's like having two militaries. There's the military from the terrorists, and there's the military from Traore. Traore's camp.
Wait, let me tell you. He's fighting terrorists
who are being trained by France and equipped by whoever is equipping them.
Okay, but now this is not a very big number. We are talking about someone who has taken a whole part of the country. He has better equipment than you. Okay, he's being financed by a whole powerful very powerful nation.
You mean to tell me the terrorists in Burkina Faso and Mali and Niger are not
let's talk
as
about,
powerful and equipped as these ones?
Let's talk about
with the latest equipment.
Let's talk about Sudan, like this city that's been taken, Al-Fashar. Al-Fashar was being controlled by the military, okay? But now these guys came, put it under siege. They fought until the army ran away. Do you want to tell me that this army was not doing
in Kidal? What happened in Kidal when Mali was fighting and fighting until they were being told, don't enter into that territory, dare you not? And they are being told by a French whole army, which is more equipped than they are, with the latest equipment. But Mali, knowing that, no, the enemy here is not actually those people who are fighting, is the one who pretends to be helping us to fight. But what did they do? They conquered.
So what would have happened if the Mali military didn't conquer Kidal?
What, the people would have been displaced? Or in terms of what?
What would have happened today? What would we be talking about?
Kidal would have been taken over by terrorists. It would be a terrorist infested. But Mali won. That is the argument.
Now that what I'm trying to tell you is it's not always all the time that you win. Okay? And I'm telling you that if these people are stronger than you, they are using drones to even
the same with
and
the
another
terrorists
thing
in the Sahel.
Another thing is you see in the Sahel, I'm telling you, they are not as equipped as what we are talking about.
The terrorists.
Exactly. So when I tell you that, just know that this is bigger.
Not from
and this guy is trying, but and he's expecting some help from the AU and all this, but nothing. But what we need, the international community, like whenever there was something like this, like in South Sudan, do you know who conquered South Sudan and brought them to the table? It's Kenya. You see,
they have the same flag.
It's Kenya, and I think that is why they took the flag. But the problem is there have been allegations that our mother country is involved in this. Stories for another day. Can we go to the next topic? So guys, wherever you are, keep talking about
Sudan. Can talk about the Sudan issue until
keep talking about Sudan. Yeah, keep talking about Sudan because we need the UN to come in. We need
the UN. You calling on to the UN?
We need them to do it. If you want minerals, just go mine the legal way. I mean, but the people involved
but they love the chaos. They love the whatever is happening. It's good ground for them to continue their mission. So, I mean.
So remember, whenever there's war, wherever it is happening, whether it's in Sudan, whether it's in wherever, there's someone who's cashing in. Blood is being spilled. Otherwise, this is so nasty that we can even see blood using satellites. It's bad. It's bad. That's how much they are doing this to Africa. So,
but look at what our ancestors
keep talking about
are
Africa.
doing. Whoever is involved, I know someday they'll pay. It's just that I've always questioned how God works, because the time when you need him to act, when we need he or she to act on some issues, you don't really see God intervening until a certain time where you have totally forgotten about what happened. Well, not forgotten, totally just put it away. And then that's when you start seeing, like France, whatever is happening in France. Whatever France did in the Francophone countries is worse than whatever France is experiencing right now.
When we start talking about, the higher being, we'll
get confused.
Because this is about using our brains. It's about, like, if I go there and find a person and beat them for nothing. I mean, it's me, right?
But shouldn't the universe be?
No, it's people. It's people, and the people involved. I need you to know that we are our own enemies. The people involved are just puppets. The bigger person is benefiting, mostly the minerals. So be sure that this is not a small person, and people are cashing in on this. But what we can do is keep screaming until, someone have mercy. Don't they?
And wherever you see such chaos,
What are we as Africans? This is where you ask God or the Most High, what are we as Africans? Because this has been happening to us, and the best thing we can have are puppets.
That's why I'm asking and saying, like, when the time when you need God to intervene, it feels like you're just on your own.
So, guys, today Tanzanians were voting, and
Did they vote?
Yeah, so they were voting, and a lot of things happened because they they are not into it. I want to share a screen of the president voting. So this is the president voting, and she said that in the morning I went to and joined my fellow citizens in Chamweno and voted. So let us continue going out, and millions of our people, like the millions of our people from different parts of our country are doing, and vote with peace and calm. This is the president of the beautiful Republic of Tanzania, Democratic Republic of Tanzania. But is it democratic? What you need to know is that Tanzania president is running an almost unopposed election because all the major opposition candidates have been disqualified or jailed, and Twitter has been banned.
Jailed for what?
They are jailed for going against her.
Okay.
So this is a democracy and a total control. And we were joking because one thing that you need to know about Tanzania is they are having the election today. They were having an election today, and during the campaigns, Twitter was blocked. This president would go campaigning every day, and he's sure that he doesn't have any strong. She doesn't have any strong competitor. Then the same president has filled every billboard, any poster on the street across the country with her face. Then she I think the artists love her, the influencers love her. She owns all these people. Then she will still post on Twitter, which she banned, and she's still campaigning. I mean, why waste all that money for this? So it's been crazy. But what happened after that is what we are here to talk about, because the people of Tanzania were like, you know what? We cannot stand this. And the young people of Tanzania went to the streets like nobody's business. See all those people. And
Where is this?
This Tanzania.
Where place?
I don't know. No, I don't know where. But it was in Dar, in Arusha, everywhere. Across the country. You will see like pictures trending, people rioting, fighting with canisters. A lot of things happened during this. Most people never voted, and we saw her even calming people down and all that. Then they imposed a nationwide curfew starting from 6. So right now there's a curfew in TZ nationwide, and people say that we will continue to demonstrate until we we get what we want.
What are the grounds of the demonstrations? What do they want? Mama Samia to have an opposition?
They want her
Mama
to resign.
Samia to go out?
To resign, because this is why we keep on saying, and I love saying this: democracy is a farce. Africa will never develop on democracy. It will never happen. It will never happen. Or democracy or puppetry. Because when we talk about democracy, is it Chad? Is it Gabon? Is it Cameroon? Is it Cote d'Ivoire? I mean, all this. Actually, it's like a whole new thing that is being used. Like in Africa, we have like 4 ways of getting into power. One thing is what the AES did, like military coup. Yeah. Another second one is the fake coup, like the Gabon one, and my 20% of Madagascar. We are not very sure about Madagascar. So, and Chad, by the way. So there is a coup which the international community doesn't condemn and they support. Then this person becomes the president. I think even Guinea is on that line, a fake coup. Then there's the third one where we can say it's the democracy that they call, it's democracy. It's the democracy, the forced democracy. Yeah. In this case, we are seeing Uganda where no opposition, every opposition is in prison. Tanzania, every opposition is in prison.
When did Mama Samia change?
I don't know. Maybe she was always like that. We have Cote d'Ivoire where the Constitutional Council is owned by the president, so they disqualify any other person, any opposition. We have Cameroon where the president owns the Constitutional Council, old as it is, and they will definitely say he's the president after rigging. So those are like the three ways in which you. And we have the Malawi way. We have the Malawi way where they don't have a choice. It's either the guy you had or a very old, very old guy.
Or dictatorship. We also have what's this country where they've just removed the limit for buying presidents?
Djibouti. Yeah, that is going the that Djibouti is going the Cote d'Ivoire. Yeah. Then remember we can talk about Cameroon. Cameroon, there were two people running. Actually, it was like one person running. Issa Chiroma, who was a minister under Paul Biya, the guy who is 92 years. This guy, to be honest, he doesn't know if he was running for president. He doesn't even know if he has been re-elected. He's too old, 92, and living abroad for health. It means probably he's on a machine. But they are still using his name. And if we look at what is happening is they say that this guy has won. That's what they say. He's 92 years old. The Senate president is 91. The chief of staff of the armed forces is 86. The president of the National Assembly is 85. And the president of the Constitutional Court is 84. If I show you these guys, you'll be surprised because they are very, very old. Very, very old. Let me show you. This is Paul Biya and his friends. Look at them. The Senate guy, the chief of staff of the military.
All of them are toothless.
The Constitutional Council head. It's so crazy. It's so crazy that this guy. Then we have Paul Biya and his wife. And if you look at his wife, she has bleached completely. And this guy doesn't even walk because he's very old.
But 92 isn't so old. I don't know what makes Biya look so
92. No,
old and tired.
you retire at 60, right?
Haven't you seen 95-year-old women, men, very strong?
No.
Oh, Biya is he's very old. He's too old for his age. Probably older. It's just that they don't know his actual age.
So they say that he won by 53.66 and the other guy, Issa Chiroma, won by 35%. And when we look at the previous scores, he's been actually in 1984, 1988, he won by 100%. Then 1992, he won by
opposition.
As in, this guy has been president 92%. Then it has reduced up to 2025, which is 53%. But when we remember this time that we reported that Issa Chiroma had won, and he said he'd won by 54%. Then things started changing where we would see the young people of Cameroon counting the votes. Then the guy just won because rigging and all that. How can someone who was not even campaigning win just like that?
Ask Museveni.
But that is it. So we are wondering, is this now the type of leadership that we are expecting? Because if this is it, then Nigeria is coming, Kenya is coming, South Africa is coming.
Isn't it already happening?
Probably this is what that will happen. And actually, we even saw the same guy we were talking about from the toothless bulldog, the chairperson of the AU congratulating Paul Biya on re-election. Seriously? And he wrote a lot of things that I'm not going to read. Then it's crazy. It's crazy. You see, he says, notes that official proclamation, blah, 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 a lot of things. But then we are seeing people saying stupid and useless. A body like this African will remain in the wilderness for
But
centuries.
you know, if you are being fed by somebody, whatever they tell you to go and speak out or say in public, you'll have to do it. I mean, the AU, as it is claimed so, is not fully funded by Africans and African countries.
Actually, I don't even think we fund it.
There's even a percentage.
I don't know, because like 70% EU. I don't know what percent. It's crazy.
So what is it that you can, what decision can you take for the African people if you're not being funded by them? Or
no, you have to serve
your
the
mandate
master.
is not even to serve them.
Yeah, the one who blows the piper, pays the piper, calls the tune. So the people of Cameroon are not hearing it. They are on the streets. They've been on the streets yesterday, today. They are rioting whether it's raining or not. They, even women, because they are crying for the release of their children. You see women kneeling in the rain. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But we are hoping that I don't know. I don't want to hope. I'm just telling the people of Cameroon to continue. Not that I'm perpetrating violence, but we need Africa to rise up. I mean, it's young people, and Cameroon is one of the countries with the youngest population in Africa. They are fighting. They are fighting to nail and tooth. Fighting. Even sometimes the police had to run away. The military had to support them, and it's been crazy. Then that is Cameroon. We saw Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire, now the people, I don't know if Cote d'Ivoire had to calm down and just say it's okay that Alassane Ouattara, they were voting yesterday, but many people never voted. And we have seen the former president, who I don't also support, but because he supports the yes, probably we can say he's a better the evil. But these guys were excluded from participating in the election by the Constitutional Council of Alassane Ouattara. But do you think France would let Cote d'Ivoire get out? No. So it's a loss for Cote d'Ivoire. I don't know if they continue fighting, but that is how it is. Then which other country? Djibouti. So Djibouti, another crazy thing is happening because the Djibouti parliament has voted unanimously to abolish the constitutional age limit for presidential candidates, a move that clears the way for 77-year-old President Ismail Omar Guelleh to seek re-election. Normally, in Djibouti, a president should not participate in any election if you are beyond 75. So that is why these guys had to change the constitution to reflect the fact that you are broke and continue. And the problem is Djibouti is, those countries that you cannot say are independent, because when we look at Djibouti, when we talk about foreign military bases, small country at the edge of the Horn of Africa, but it has like over 10 military bases. France controls the airspace. France controls the president. Even the president of Djibouti is not a president because they have their French, leader, I think military guy, who calls the shot. The guy is old, as you can see on the screen. And in 2026, definitely, like our brother is saying, he'll definitely run for a sixth term in office, and they will win. Definitely. Just like Uganda. Yeah, Uganda, we are seeing, in Uganda, another problem. Uganda, the president is the president, Museveni. The opposition? No, the wife is the minister of education. The son is the chief, the head of military. So we are not expecting any military coup. We are not expecting the people to vote and vote for another person. It would only be the president. Museveni will stay there. You like it or not, the people of Uganda. Come on, Africa, I cry for you. The next country is Benin. Benin, the leader of Benin is Patrice Talon, right? And now, because they are voting on April 12, 2026, the main opposition party has been excluded from the 2026 presidential election. And it's called the Democrats, will not participate in the presidential election scheduled for April 12, 2026. The Constitutional Court ruled on October 27, 2025, that the appeals filed by the party which contested the rejection of the candidacy, Mayor Leonard Akbojo and his running mate, were inadmissible. The two had been invalidated by the Autonomous National Electoral Commission due to insufficient valid sponsorships. Although the political group claimed to have the required 28 sponsorships, one of its elected officials ultimately withdrew their support after taking the matter to court, questioning the legitimacy of internal designation process. That is why the president, Burkina Faso and the what is it called? The assembly, the National Assembly, have completely scrapped off the CENI, that is the National Electoral Commission, because of this bullshit. Oh my goodness. This is Patrice Talon wanting to remain in power come 2020.
And he will.
And he will.
Yeah. It is very unfortunate that this is the case for all African countries, apart from the day that they liberated themselves. It's going to be like that until the day where Africans will rise up and say, enough is enough. What we are seeing in Tanzania is a game changer, because
we never thought Tanzania had
anticipated that from Tanzanians. Never. The most calm people you can think of, just status quo. We are good as long as we are eating, waking up and doing our hustle. Whatever you want to do, Mama Samia, good for you.
Yeah.
Tanzanians rise up
people
and
are calling her Idi Amin Mama.
for Tanzanians to actually stand up and say enough is, it's just like Ugandans. Do you expect Ugandans to stand up against Museveni?
No, for Uganda, they normally try with the there's the opposition guy, the young guy.
He's the only one in
the problem is he's pro-West. Museveni is pro-Russia. You'd rather have Museveni forever. Like, give him 5 years.
And he says, I will not ask him. I will not be vying again.
Yeah, of course he will. He will not be vying again if he will be alive. But
I think he probably thinks he'll be dead by then. Like in this next 5 years, he won't be able to make it again.
Museveni, can you do something?
Maybe Museveni's dream is to die a president. Yeah,
it's okay, but can this 5 years, because definitely we know you are going to win. You are going to take the 5 years.
That one is going.
It's not about asking Ugandans. Actually, you should not be campaigning. You are already there. Can you make this a game changer? I mean, can you make Uganda like the AES just for 5 years?
There's projects that he needs to complete.
Yeah, because like I've been seeing on Twitter, for example, in Sputnik, that Uganda is receiving massive weapons and other military artillery from Russia just now. So Museveni is building a pipeline through Tanzania for their oil. Museveni started a lot of things. He even doesn't care what the West says. He says, we are banning this, you cannot force us. Good. Can you please make the next 5 years actually fire the likes of that old guy who could not even stand? What is the one who's given the flag of the party? I know he's your friend. Fire that guy. I mean, let him go to and rest. Look for young people like the guy who went to Russia and told Putin that I want you to be my Russian dad. those are the leaders. Just let them work, improve Uganda. Then after 5 years, go rest.
No,
We will be talking about Museveni forever.
These kids have to get those positions. You can't let it.
And the wife is the Minister of Education.
And they are all so old.
Anyway,
cry out, beloved continent, Mama Africa.
But can we start with Cameroon and Cote d'Ivoire? I was wishing Ouattara would draw, would go home.
They can't let it happen because they are benefiting from it and he's serving their interests. They would rather have him
remain there. Yeah. And Bagbo said he's going to the AES. I don't know why he's going to the AES.
That one. I don't trust anybody who has been there before and failed to serve.
Mahama was there.
Do I trust him?
He's doing things. Actually, he just made no, Mahama is doing it. He created the new board for the gold.
English in Ghana. Yeah. That's the language.
Yeah. So they created the new board for gold. We are seeing the economy of Ghana coming back to life. They are doing these beautiful things. Galamsey would be a legal Galamsey. The gold mining, the artisanal gold mining. And the children will go to school and learn in their local language. I think Ghana is starting to rise. Please, if you're from Ghana, let us know. But Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, Benin,
is it not the rest
Togo,
of the African countries?
Togo, the president just made himself the king, and his father murdered the best president we ever had, Sylvanus Olympio. Congo, we are crying for Sudan. Somalia is not yet there. There are still problems. Eritrea, I saw people talking about Eritrea saying there's a problem. If you know what is happening, let us know in the comment section.
Nigeria still has
Nigeria. But Nigeria is coming. Last year we saw them having 40 days of rage, following the footsteps of the Godfather to fight for. That is Kenya, the Godfather.
Of Paul Mandaman.
But I don't know if Kenya is coming back.
We don't know. We want to wrap it up?
Yeah, we could.
So, brothers and sisters, we would love to wrap this up, and thank you so much for all of those who joined in, out. We appreciate your support. Please continue to support us by liking the live, sharing the live, subscribing, commenting, buying us coffee, buying our merchandise on
Fourth Wall.
On Fourth Wall. We also have www.elegantmasai.com. We have our African products, different range of products, very beautiful African handmade products made in Kenya and the rest of Africa. We also have our shop.
You go to our channel, you see store at the end. And keep watching our videos, our shorts, keep supporting us. And by the way, we'll be having another live stream on next weekend, looking at what is happening in Africa. We need to keep talking. And by there, our brothers and sisters are in Burkina Faso. That is, they are descendants of the formerly enslaved. That is our brothers and sisters in the US. We have our diaspora brothers and sisters living across the continent. They are in Burkina Faso and they are doing amazing work. I mean, I wish African Buzz was there like today, but we're hoping next year we'll join them because I know Mama Arikana started this thing and they'll be going to another country, I wonder. But go join the DDI, become a member. I am a member.
Visiting the other AES countries.
Yeah, definitely it will happen. But I think, according to what I saw, they are starting like with Burkina, and they are creating a way of like we are in Burkina, our headquarters in Burkina, but we will be investing across the AES. And now because they're getting permanent residency, then after some time you get citizenship. You'll be investing like any other Burkinabe across the AES. But I'm sure this will go a long way. My head is bursting because Africa, Mama Africa. What do we do, man? What do we do, brothers and sisters? Because the people in power have no idea of how to rule.
But we have ATDI showing us the way.
Actually, the AES is showing us the way.
In the AES, yeah, like with the ATDI, they're now building subcommittees for different sectors of the economy. So at least there's some positive light.
And the only thing that keeps missing is celebrating the small wins of our motherland. Like when we see Madagascar and we hear there are some things that they are doing, you know, I feel good and I celebrate. Otherwise, if you are bombarded by the bad news from everywhere and you know people are cashing in as others suffer, as others die, they are making money from it, and you wonder what will happen. But either way, we can only pray because we don't have that power. But if we had, I'm sure we would have done things. The African Union should be disbanded. Let us know what you think in the comment section. We see you in our next videos. You watch our videos tomorrow and our next live over the weekend. Bye bye.